you're not really a single mom if he is paying all your bills, right? Let's talk about it. Hi, I am Josie. I'm the host of the From Devastated to Divorce podcast and a separation survival specialist. And I'll tell you that talking about child support and alimony is really a hot topic for me because obviously I do believe that if you were married or had a child with somebody and things go south, that they are absolutely still responsible for their child. So when people like to throw in your face that, oh, you're getting child support, maybe you were married more than 10 years and you're getting alimony, you're not a single mom because he's paying your bills. First of all, it's going to be super rare that he is paying all of the bills. I mean, unless you're one of those really rich people, and hey, good for you that you were able to get like a ridiculous amount of child support or alimony. That's one thing. But most of us are getting a fair to decent amount back. Some are getting very little. And so to say that because he is supporting his child as he should, that you are not a single mom is just ridiculous. First of all, probably he is only seeing the kids every other weekend and one night a week. So all the rest of that time, you are being the primary parent. That's a single mom. So there's that. Second of all, just because he is helping cover the roof over their head, maybe the car that you have to transport them in and things like that, doesn't make you less alone. You are technically alone. You don't have a partner. You don't have someone that is going to do 50-50 of the things in your own house. So you are taking care of your kids. You're doing all the laundry. You're feeding them. You're helping them with homework. You're doing all of these things by yourself. That's single. That's you being single. That's you being a single mom. So I just don't want you to let some guy or society even tell you that just because you are receiving what you rightly deserve in the form of child support or alimony, that what you're doing doesn't really count. It kind of still goes back to when you were in the marriage, right? If you're in the marriage and you are the stay-at-home parent, nobody valued your work anyway. Very few people, very few husbands, if you're divorced, valued the work that you did in your marriage. So now they're trying to devalue all the extra work and responsibility that now you're getting as being the sole person taking care of your kids 90% of the time. Now, I know that in my situation, sometimes I would have to ask my husband to help give my son a bath or with the homework or stuff like that. So even though, yes, we were a married couple, and because he worked and I stayed home, I felt I needed to ask him to do me a favor. And that drives me nuts because I would say that. Can you do me a favor and give him a bath? Why is it a freaking favor to me? It's your kid. So many of us, when we are in the marriage, we're still doing the bulk of the work and we still feel less than, or maybe they make us feel less than because we are not bringing in money. But I say this all the time. If you do the math, and I say this for myself because I devalued myself hardcore close to the end of my marriage. If you did the math for a cook, a maid, a babysitter, just to name those three, how much money would it cost a man who was raising his child by himself and needed all of this help? How much would it cost them? Way more than I'm sure you were even getting out of any sort of allowance, if that was a thing. Otherwise, you're doing it because you are in a partnership and you understand he was working outside of the house. You took care of things inside of the house, which is totally fine if you both can be fair, mature, and understand it's a partnership and not attack the other person for it. But in the event that now you are separated or divorced and you are taking care of your kids separately, you are a single mom. It doesn't matter how much child support, how much alimony, how much help you're getting from anywhere or anybody, you're still a single mom. Unless he's there right there next to you when the kid wakes up at 3 a.m. and it has a fever and he's the one who gets out of bed to take care of him, you're a single mom. So don't let people try to make you feel bad, try to insult you, try to minimize the amazing and difficult job of being a single mom. So if you feel differently about that, leave me a message in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think if you disagree. And of course, I want to remind you that if you're in the beginning stages of your separation and you don't know how to move forward, you're confused, you're lost, you're scared, check out my chapter checklist. It's a free checklist that you can see where you are on your journey from devastated to divorced. And then talk to me. We can move forward from there on what is best to help you work through your journey. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.